right, so in this next June and July focus on sport and speed, we're going to talk about arm swing. Arm swing drill is amazing just for getting running mechanics down in the upper body, but also challenging really cardiovascular capacity without going anywhere. So if you're nursing a knee, an ankle, something that you've had a sore, achy joint, and you're like, man, I want to do some of the strength training, but I want to stay away from that specific area. This is an awesome drill to work on. Also because we're going to get a little bit of stamina or conditioning effect from it, especially if you go for some longer bouts like 20, 30, 40 seconds, that type of thing. So with the arm swing, we're going to start out with in a neutral stance. You could also start to stagger your stance, but for now, neutral stance. And then we'll touch on ball of foot at the end here. So because I have zippers on my shorts here, and if you're wearing pockets or any type of gear on the shorts, you're probably going to want to start with a loose fist. So I just have thumb on top, loose fist, and I'm going to get my elbows into about a 90-degree position. So from a 90-degree elbow, I want to start to drive one elbow back, one elbow up. So I'm almost going cheek to cheek. So bottom cheek to top cheek as you begin your arm swing. And the other thing that we want to start to look at is as we go in some different tempos here in a second, we want to watch from the side and make sure that we're getting good backswing with the elbow. So if there's good backswing here, it's going to elastically slingshot or help assist almost driving my arm forward, which helps in acceleration, of course. And the other piece is if you're watching somebody from behind or from the front, what we should see is the hands do not cross midline. So there's not like this huge lateral movement in the elbows. It's a little bit more linear. There can be a little bit of rotation, but what we want to kind of prevent is if you think about your sternum or midline of your body, right up from the chin on down, we want to make sure that those arms are driving maybe with a little rotation, but they're not going across your midline. So just some kind of basic coaching points there. And then we're going to add some metronome into this. So the next stance really is moving up into ball of foot to challenge your balance, your base of support. This will actually make you work a lot, again, without going anywhere. So great way to work the upper body, give the lower body a break on training days where maybe it's a little bit lower body intensive or lower body heavy, where we just really want to focus on getting some good stamina work in without making it so intense on the legs. It could also be if we want to keep your heart rate elevated after doing a set of lunges or something like that in conditioning, maybe we throw in some arm swing, give the legs a break, but we're going to also keep the heart rate up. So ball of foot, we're just going up onto toes, ball of foot. We then want to re-lengthen through the spine. So always stable midline is a focus here as we do arm swing. And then on ball of foot, this becomes, depending on the speed, a lot tougher on the balance. So challenging that midline stability, challenging that foot and the ankle, and developing Achilles tendon, the calf, and stability in that ankle and that ball of foot position, which is true to life. It's a position that we're in a lot of times when we're moving about. And then let's go ahead and kind of piece that together with metronome work. So we could go 90 beats per minute, which is going to be a fairly slow tempo for an arm swing, all the way up to, you'll see elite runners or sprinters going all the way from about 180 beats per minute for more of the distance athletes, all the way up to 230 beats per minute for sprinters. So I'm going to walk you through 120, we'll go 150, and then 180 beats per minute today, just to get a feel for that. Feel free to move along if you want. So on the click, we're going to switch the arms, maintaining a tall spine, and ball of foot if you're feeling spicy, like you want to challenge that balance a little bit. Then we can go 150. So you kick it up and this will climb the heart rate up relatively quickly An awesome drill from a conditioning standpoint to stack with this would be like an air hunger drill. So we exhale, empty those lung fields, hold the breath, and then get into the arm swing. So I'm going to try that. We'll go up to 180 beats per minute. Last tempo that we'll touch on today. A little air hunger. And whew, that'll get the heart rate going. And again, challenge cardiorespiratory capacity a little bit. It's also a fantastic way to improve like your 5K time if you want to speed walk, jog, or run a 5K, and you're trying to get a certain time. You can figure out what that cadence would need to be based on your leg length with a metronome, and then you can challenge yourself to get a little bit quicker, train that way, using the metronome as an external driver to help you get faster and to achieve a goal if you have one for any type of like running event like that. So thanks, talk to you soon.